Hey guys, just want to get with you for a quick 5 minutes and go over that math, that algorithm that we talked about at the DOE, DOA conference. It's very useful to use. It can give you a start now number. It can give you a net run rate to go alongside your gross run rate. And it can also give you a forecast. We went over kind of quick, so I wanted to take a time, do a video, let you refer back to it, ask any questions you have from the video, but definitely to start to use this in your kind of repertoire. We know we love that word, but use it in your repertoire for any time of the week that you're leading into the start to help you with numerics. So first of all, we're going to use a fictitious campus. And the numbers we're going to use is their gross is 40, their net is 20, their entire pack is 10, they have 2 weeks until their start date, their current start rate they're using for this upcoming start is 50%, their annual start rate is 55%, and their entire pack start rate is 90%. So we'll be using all these figures in order to come up with our start now number, our net run rate number, and our forecast at any point in time. For this case, it'd be our forecast 2 weeks out from the start. So to start with, we're going to look at the entire pack. And the first part of the algorithm is you take the entire pack number, which is 10, and then you will multiply this by the entire pack annual start rate number, which is 90%. Then you will take the nets not packaged, so those that aren't entire packed, and the gap. So if we have 10 entire packed and we have 20 net, the gap is 10. So we'll take that 10 and then multiply it by the annual start rate, which is 55%. You take first the entire pack, so you take 10, right, divided by 90%, which is 9. Guess I don't need a calculator, which is 9. And then you take the nets not packaged, which is 10, and times that by the 55%, which should be 5.5. I always round down for this exercise. And that gives you a little bit of buffer just to make sure you're in a safe zone. So we're going to use the number 5 and not 5.5. So when you add these two together, you get 14. And what this tells you, based on a gross of 40, a net of 20, and an entire pack of 10, this tells you if the start happened right now, you would be starting 14 students. So the start now number would be 14 at any given time. For this case, 2 weeks out, 14 is the start now number. To get the net run rate, let's say that your new budget is 20. You're at 14 right now. So there's a gap of 6 starts. You take the gap, which is 6, and divide that by your current start rate you're using for the upcoming class mod, which is 50%. So you would divide 6 divided by 50%, which is 12. So your net run rate is 12. 2 weeks left to the start. So each week, it's a net run of 6. Now your gross could be the same, or this could be less. You don't know. But the reason why it fluctuates in a net run rate is the strength of your entire pack coupled with your annual entire pack start rate. That's why it's important to know those two pieces of information. Lastly, the forecast. If you're at 14 right now as a start now number, and let's say you write 5, at any given time during the week, you know you'll write 5 gross apps. There's 2 weeks left in the start, so that would be 10 more applications that you'll get over the next 2 weeks. That is a conservative number that you know your team can produce. So you take that 10 and divide it by the start rate that you're using for the upcoming start, which is 50% for this exercise. So that means there's 5 starts within that new 10 gross that you're right over the next 2 weeks. You take that 5 and add the 14 from the start now, which is a forecast of 19 for the start. So by using all of this information, this right here was sent out in a big spreadsheet that you guys supplied for your annual start rate, either it be your regular start rate or your entire pack start rate. Utilize the net and entire pack part of your GMP, the weeks remaining, and then your current start rate can give you all of this information based on this algorithm first to use, and then springing off it for the start now, the net run rate, and then your forecast. Again, if you have any questions, please get with the regional DOA. You can call me anytime, but this is the formula to use. Again, it's not perfect. It'll go back and forth over time as we solidify these averages from the annual. But this is a good barometer to know how you're heading into the start, how you can use your team, be at the net run rate for fatigue and items like that. And in particular, you can really see right now where your start now number, so you can walk into your CED's office at any time and say, if the class started today, this is what I'd feel we start. So take this, let me know if you have any questions, and we can go from there. Appreciate your time.